Hey, what is up, YouTube? It's been a while, huh? Well, yeah, there's a reason why I haven't been uploading. Especially the POV recordings, the gameplay. My dad's been using the camera on the weekends that I've been to locals, so I just haven't had the chance to record for a few weeks. But yeah, just this past weekend I did win locals with this deck list, Crystron K9. Spoiler, not a spoiler, you'll see it in the title. But yeah, the deck is still very strong after the previous ban list. After Crystron inclusion went to 1, the deck still was very good. And then obviously Mjolnir got banned, but I was not playing Mjolnir before that. And the fact that other floodgates got nuked helps this deck out a lot. Helps out pretty much every deck. Play proper Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's go. Thank you, Konami. But yeah, this deck list you will see is a bit behind. I'm not playing Norois, but I'll get into why I'm not playing that and why I probably won't be playing them. Yeah, that's you'll see. I'll talk about it a bit later. Yeah. Just a bit outdated, but still a very strong deck. I won locals with it. And yeah, I've just been in a content drought. I've been wanting to make content, just don't know what about. And winning locals has given me the opportunity to make a video. Thank you very much. Alright, enough with the deck portion. The deck profile portion, rather. Let's start off with the Crystrons. So, I think, as pretty much everyone knows, the best Crystron name to run at 3, Salvador. It's the best one to grab. Sorry about the car in the background if you can hear that. This is just the best name to get off of inclusion. If you do hard open inclusion, plays around Droll really well. It's also just in most scenarios the best name to use in conjunction with K9, Joku. Then I'm on 2 Solfefnir. I was on 3 before, but it felt a bit bricky at some times, and just cutting 1 doesn't really punish you. So yeah, 2 seems like the sweet spot for me after playing this deck quite a bit now. Also on 2 Smyger. I was on 1 before, but I'm on 2 now. Just if you go full combo, you can send an additional Smyger to pretty much guarantee follow-up on your next turn, on turn 3 or 4. It also helps because now that inclusion is at 1, pretty much 99% of the time you are recycling inclusion with the trap, with cluster. So if you have another Smyger in grave for the follow-up, you just immediately have that to start your turn. Banish Smyger, search inclusion, get follow-up to potentially OTK most games going turn 3, sorry. And to round off the Crystron names, I'm only on 1 Tristeros. Yeah, it's sad times we live in that a Crystron deck has cut down Tristeros to only 1, but it's just not the best starter. I mean, it's a good starter. It's just not better than Joku or inclusion. Sad but true. On the 1 inclusion, obviously, it's at 1 on the ban list. Sad times. And then round off the Crystron cards as a whole is the 1 cluster. I'm running this in the main. I've seen a few people not run it in the main, put in just the side. Spoiler alert, that's what I'm doing with the K9 side of things. I'm siding the quick play spell, I'm not maining it. Yeah, just having both those quote-unquote going first cards in the main deck seems a bit unnecessary. Well, not unnecessary, just bricks your hand just a little bit too much. So I'm only running 1 going first card, 1 engine going first card. That is a brick. Right, on to the K9 portion. Obviously we've got 3 Jokul. This is crazy if you open it with really either level 5 Crystron, Solfefnir and Salvador, both work really well. You can actually play around like an Ash if you open Solfefnir instead of Salvador, but obviously the classic Jokul Salvador is insane. I am on two Izuna. Previously out of budget, I was on none, but I am borrowing these from a friend. I had the opportunity to borrow 3, but I actually decided to just use 2. I think 2 is good. I think 3 is a bit too much, especially with Yummy going around. I suppose pure Yummy is fallen off in favor of Mitsu Yummy, which Izuna can hit Mitsu, obviously. I just like the two Izuna. Yeah, I've always been a fan of 2 Izuna. It's not really that deep. Then I'm on the 1 Lantern and the 1 Lupus. Just engine requirements. Yeah, not much to say about these two. Then I'm on triple case. That's pretty standard, I think, at this point for any K9 deck. For most K9 decks, I think. And then just as extra consistency, I'm running 2 Chaotic Elements, Svetches, Joku, and Lantern. Yeah, I am not on Noroi. I don't have Norois yet. I also don't think I will be getting them at any point. Anytime soon, at least. Just because I don't want to hassle of getting them, finding them. Also, with it requires a lot of, well, a bit more engine requirements in the extra deck. It bloats the extra deck a bit more with gadgets, platinum gadget, whatever. Just not gonna worry about that. This deck is perfectly fine without Noroi. And it has some necessary normal summons, like Scrap Recycler. This is pretty much obvious at this point in a Crystron build. Pretty necessary at 1. Then some engine. Well, it's not really engine or non-engine. I mean, Foolish is engine, obviously. But just the power spells, Called By, and talents, along with Foolish Burial. Don't know really what to categorize these as, but they're pretty good. Called By is insane, this format, hitting a lot of hand traps, which have become popular again. Hitting Dracotail is quite popular right now. This hits Dracotail, they end on Seals, which is a Called By on Seals is such a strong interaction. And then talents as well for hand traps. Yeah, pretty good. And there is space in the deck to run these. It's not like you're cutting anything necessary to run these, so might as well. Hand traps, non-engine. I'm on triple Ash Blossom. Very good this format. Hitting Saji. Ash on Saji's crazy. Ashing any of the Fua, the Malchamis, pretty nice. In a similar vein, we're on triple Droll. This deck can draw itself. If you open the correct hand, you can draw yourself. But otherwise, it's just very strong into meta matchups. Mitsu. Dracotail sometimes has a like a lot of times they don't care about this card, but sometimes if you hit them with a draw against a bad hand, Dracotail can not like this card very much. I'm on the 1 Fua. I was thinking about getting more, but then they announced the 5Ds decks, and then all the Malchamis are getting reprints, so I will just wait for those and get my Malchami reprints that way. There are definitely non-engine you can cut I'm running. I will point those out when I get there. That you can cut for the Charmies. I'm on 2 Ghost Bell. This card is very strong this format. Against Dracotail, against Mitsu, Yami, everything. This card hits a lot. I love this card. I'm a huge fan. I'm only on 2 because I don't want to have more than 1 in the hand, in the opening hand, because it is hard once per turn. So 2 seems fine. I'm on triple Imperm. This is cuttable for some Charmies. Yeah, it's just filling out slots that I don't really know what to play. And the same with the Nibiru's. Just 2, because again, same thing as Bell, it's a hard once per turn. You don't want to see more than one in the opening hand. And it's good in... Obviously, a lot of decks can play around it. Some decks just don't play into it. Some decks can play around it. But if you pair it with another hand trap, this card's insane, as it always has been. Yeah, and that's a clean 40. Not many changes I would make to that. Like I said, the only thing really is the mulch armies are pretty good. And you can just swap around the non-engine with however you feel. So onto the extra deck. I am starting with the synchros. I'm on the one skelly. Yeah, you don't really need more than one. Previously you did not really need. Previously you did want to play more than one. It was nice to have, but just with the addition of the K9 stuff, the extra deck has gotten quite tight. So I'm just on the one skelly. I am on 2 dragster. A good hand can end on dragster plus Tristros on the field. So the first action your opponent makes can get you 2 Dawn Dragsters with the activation of Tristros. And then, yeah, they're soft once per turn, so you can activate both of them. I found this very strong against Dracotail, especially. Just having the ability to negate multiple spell traps. It's kind of crazy. And obviously in the grind game, if you end on just the one, turn 1, they can sometimes just, a lot of the times, just remove this, or yeah, just remove it. Then it's just nice to have another one available to hard synchro summon on turn 3, just as insulation against traps. Like I said, against Dracotail, it comes up quite a lot. They have traps. Even if they don't set up a whole field, they just have like a trap back there. It's just good to out that one trap that's left. I am on Sam D. This is a throwback to the OG Crystrons. I have found space for this. I guess spoilers, I'm not playing the Nash Knight package. That is a very big package. So it allowed me to have space for stuff like this, to play around Nibiru is what it was originally used to play around. And I can't remember what I was playing against, but the actual effect of Samurai Destroyer on field has come up. Man, I can't remember what I was playing against that it came up against. If I think about it while I'm editing this video, I'll put it up, but I can't remember right now. Then we're on 2 Ripper, going on to the XZs. 2 Ripper is nice. You go through one in your regular combo. Same thing with Dawn Dragster. You can make a second one on turn 3. Play around even more hand traps while you're finding the OTK. And sometimes I have gone through lines on turn 1 where I just needed 2 Rippers. If they like imperm the first one, just being able to have the second one, use the first one as like link material, and just end on a second one for their turn is pretty good. Then the werewolf, like I said, I'm on the quick play spell in the side deck, but yeah, the werewolf has found a place in the extra deck, which is maining that. Obviously River Stormer, pretty good engine piece, fetches your scrap recycler, is a link material for SP. Not much more to say about that. Then we're on Nova Infinity, classic endboard piece, very strong card. I've gotten Chimera Dragon, what's it, Mega Fleeted once and never again. Now that card is not real. You don't need to play around that card. Then for the Izuna Lupus turn 0 plays, I'm on Valon and Vimana are my choices for that line of play. Valon's crazy. I love this card so much. This is probably my favorite extra deck piece in this deck. Just being able to book on their turn, then they pass over to you, first action you do is book another one of their cards. Link this off, get rid of a back row. This provides so much value. Because a lot of times I've noticed I'm kind of hesitant to commit to an Izuna play, but this being able to provide the value that it does just makes it all worth it. And then Vimana is more situational, but just having a monster negate is very nice. It also helps with its secondary effect. I've used it quite a bit, where you can attach an Xyz monster and boost a monster just to get over some problematic cards. Is very nice. I'm a huge fan of this card. Last Xyz, we have space for Typhon. This card is also able to be summoned off of Lupus. I found that it's quite useful against Dracotale. Most especially Dracotale. It has some other cases against other decks as well. But Dracotale is just what I've been facing the most, and this does a lot. It forces them into some unoptimal lines. Clockwork Knight, mandatory engine piece, very good card. I guess another spoiler, in the side deck I am running the Clockwork Knight spell. That card is very strong, especially against Yami and Mitsu. Because the Mitsus have to tribute reptiles, at least when they tribute on field. And if everything's a machine, they can't use half their cards. Huge fan of that. Yeah, this card is very strong. And most of the time, like 99% of the time, you just get a free Clockwork Knight because you're starting with... If you're not starting with Case for K9, you are getting it through your regular combo, so you just activate Case for K9 before you summon Clockwork Knight, and then Clockwork Knight is free to grab Clockwork Knight the spell. And last card in the extra deck is SP Little Knight. This card is great at breaking boards. Like I said, linking off Valon along with any other card you happen to summon into an SP. Just insane at breaking boards. A lot of value provides. A lot of value SP provides in this deck. I guess I will move on to the side deck now. I did not prepare that, sorry. Yep, grab my deck box. Alright, I finally have 3 triple tactics talent. Look at this card, it's beautiful. I guess my camera's not very... Yeah, my camera can't focus on it. Actually, before this recording, tried to fix that, but I can't change the focus for some reason. So this is the new alt art thrust. Finally have access to 3 of it, and it's such a blessing. This card is very good for side decking purposes. Speaking of, grabbing off of thrust is triple Dark Ruler. This card's insane. Against Mitsu, they can't prayers because they can't take life point damage. Just against Yami, this card's obviously insane. We've always known that since Yami was first introduced. And yeah, against rogue decks as well, build-a-board decks, just shut down everything. It's crazy. On the 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, also thrust target. I'm on 1 Herald of the Abyss as a thrust target. This is for Lunar Lights. I am yet to face Lunar Lights. Surprisingly, we don't have a lot of Lunar Light players at my locals. But this card's pretty good. It gets rid of one of the Liger Dancers, and if they have another, Herald says that they cannot activate monster effects of monsters with a sent monster's name. So even if they have 2, they can't activate the effect to blow up the field. And then, like I said earlier with it was Vimana, just being able to boost your guys, you can get over the second Liger Dancer, no problem. So 1 Herald, pretty good if you're running thrust. I like that. Obviously the Clockwork Knight, like I said, this card's insane against Mitsuyami. Against other things as well, I can't think off the top of my head right now, but I'm sure there's other decks you'll find out there that require certain types that just can't function under this floodgate of turning them into a machine. Like I said earlier also, release in the side, side it in going first, sometimes side in going second if I need to break the board. And I know I can get this in my combo pretty early against whatever specific deck. Yeah. Just didn't feel like running it in the main is basically what I'm saying. Next up, mandatory going first card, Solemn Warning. This card's still very good against Dracotale, against Yami, which is a tough matchup for this deck. Next up, also going first, Anti-Spell hits a lot of decks. Hits Mitsu like crazy, hits Dracotale like crazy. You'll notice a trend. I've noticed it now that I'm saying it out loud. Dracotale and Mitsu Yami are a big priority of my deck building, and justly so. Those decks are all over my local scene at least. Yeah, we're prepared for them. And the last card inside is another thrust target, this time for going first. DDG, very good. Any monster sent to the grave is banished instead. We don't really mind getting our stuff banished during our opponent's turn. So yeah, this is just a free thrust target for going first. Obviously it doesn't hit every deck, but Dracotale, this is very good against. Pure Yami, this is very good against. Mitsu can play under it. It's like slightly annoying for them, but they don't hate this card. So I wouldn't side this against Mitsu variants. But Pure Yami and Dracotale, this hits quite nicely. And obviously Mirror Match K9-Crystron, this does work. And yeah, that's it for the deck profile. Let me know if you have any questions. Leave them in the comments. Like I said earlier, I've been pretty uninspired with content, except I guess some of you might be missing the POV gameplay. I have not been able to grab the camera. I'm borrowing my dad's camera for that, the GoPro, but he has been using it on the days that I've been to locals in the past couple weeks. So unfortunately that has been missing, but they will be back soon, I promise. A little tease at the next deck I will be playing before I release the gameplay of those videos. I'm planning on a Mimigul variant. Yeah, so stay tuned for that. It's gonna be very fun. Yeah, basically now that I have 3 thrust, Mimigul becomes a lot better for me. I've always been a fan of that deck, as you know, but thrust unlocks a lot of opportunities for that deck. So stay tuned for that, and let me know if you have any questions in the comment. Leave them there, and I will try to answer all of them. Bye bye. Bye bye. Is that how do I wave upside down? Whatever. Bye.